105Jamz, hip hop and R&B hits. Y'all know who it is. It's your favorite girl on your favorite station. Of course, I told you guys we got a very special interview coming in right now for you, hot and ready. Who we got in the building today?
It's your boy Fat Pimp, Mr. Rag Daddy in the building.
Yes, it's your boy Soo-pa, SVPA, Mr. Halle Berry.
Halle Berry. Hey, listen, y'all, we've been in here cutting up. First of all, I want to say they two Capricorns. You know what I'm saying? Got to start it off like that, you know? Yeah, so it's finna get turned up tonight. I'm excited to have y'all in the building with me today. Tell me something. Tell me a little bit about what y'all been having going on. You go ahead and start, Soo-pa. Tell me what you got going on. New music, what you got coming, things like that.
Yeah. I'm working on a new album right now. It's in the works. Just been doing a lot of traveling and doing a lot of things that's kind of just getting back into the groove. Right. Music. I got a new restaurant.
Right.
Just
restaurant. Okay.
Yeah, soul food restaurant down in Killeen, Texas called Peekaboo Lounge.
Okay.
So if y'all ever in the area, make sure y'all check it out. Pull up. We got you. But other than that, man, just been enjoying the road, the run, man. Really.
Right. That's what's up. I'm glad to hear you got some new music coming out. I know, getting back into that groove can be kind of, like crazy. Like, man, okay, I got to find balance.
Yeah, because artists got to understand you got to take a break. You got to
get
away,
that's for sure.
And then come back and you'll see how much you've grown, and it'll reflect in the music for sure.
Most definitely. What about you, Mr. Rag Daddy?
Man, I've been doing movies, coaching, writing for other artists, producing for other artists, and I stay in the studio every day.
Yeah.
I got a new album on the way called But You Can Call Me Chris.
But You Can Call Me Chris?
Yeah.
So that's your original?
Yeah, that's my real name. So
okay.
It's like what it was like when I would get around people of different nationalities. I kind of felt weird when they would be like, "Oh, this is my buddy, Fat Pimp." You know what I mean?
Versus, right.
Now I'm grown, so I'm like, you can call me Chris.
Okay, come
it's
on.
Fat Pimp, but you can call me Chris. Album on the way, probably right before the summer. We working on trying to get distribution right now.
That's what's up.
It's gonna be crazy though.
Yes, you can call me Chris.
Yeah.
So y'all introducing Chris.
Yeah, straight up, man. Think about it though. I can perform at churches.
Yeah.
I can do all kind of corporate events when it says, but you can call me Chris. But it's something about that pimp word nowadays. Man.
Yeah.
Got America uproar.
Exactly. Yeah. That is true. True. You definitely, and that's just like, artists, once they grow and they, they start dropping off, part of their name, like Lil Bow Wow was Lil Bow Wow.
Yeah, not just Bow Wow.
Yeah.
Now he's really going by Shad.
Yeah, he going by Shad. Yeah, exactly. So, I definitely see that evolving, when you evolve and you grow, you understand like, okay, this ain't gonna work. This might not work for me. It works in certain areas of, you know what I'm saying? Like for tonight, we want Fat Pimp.
I did an interview with Sway. I did an interview with Sway in the morning, and just those people were irritated when they heard that pimp. It was a cool interview, but that pimp word is just something about it. New York wasn't really feeling that.
They was like, oh, pimp.
Yeah,
and in certain areas, like you said, in certain areas of the world, it's like perceived differently.
It's frowned upon, man. Or some areas it ain't really a big deal. Us in the South and the Midwest, it don't really mean that much to us, but in certain areas you gotta watch what you say.
Right, that is true. That is true. So I want to ask you, Soo-pa, what actually inspired your name, Superstar?
It was Superstar. Yeah, I think it was just me. I always had that glow.
Hey, I feel it. That's that. Yeah, that's that energy.
It was definitely a reflection of my personality. And then as I got older, of course, I'm talking about the name changes and drops. So I just wanted to change it up, and it was just really a look. It's no really real story behind why I changed it from Superstar to Soo-pa.
Right.
Put a V instead of the U. It just looked cool.
Exactly. It was a swag.
So I just rolled with it, but I just had to adapt to the change, and it's what it is.
Yeah, most definitely. So I know it's been a while since y'all been in Tulsa. Y'all happy to be back?
Man,
I've been in Tulsa last year and the year before. I'm always performing, but I ain't been up here. It's been a minute, 10 years exactly. You know what I mean? So,
y'all had a bike festival last year. I came and I did a show.
Okay.
And that was my first time performing with Dero. He was on the original version of
I do
Halle
remember
Berry
that.
with me. So it was like 12 years that we hadn't performed together. So that was really big. Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I talk to you every day.
Right.
So it was real big that we did that, and I was my last experience in Tulsa. We had a great time though.
Tulsa is definitely a good time.
Tulsa is lit, man.
It's
Hey,
lit.
y'all got some pretty women too.
Yeah,
y'all got some beautiful women.
We really do. We really do. I say that all the time. Thank y'all for the compliment.
And it's real because people need to understand and they need to know. Yeah, it's a smaller town and it ain't where any other place, but Tulsa is lit. Bro.
It is.
It's like one of those unknown known.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right. True. I tell people that all the time. We get so many artists that drop through here, silently on some. I'm gonna just step in the club tonight. You be like, hold on.
Yeah.
We got such and such in the building.
Because they know what's up.
I think one day we had Steve. We had Steve come through, and I was just like, wow, like him and Jocelyn one night. He came through and I was like, okay, Stevie J. Stevie J. He popped in the club and I'm like, whoa, hold on, is that Stevie J? Like,
that's right.
Yeah, popped in the club one day and I was just like, okay, I can't believe it. And he was just dropping through. I'm just coming to hang in Tulsa. Okay, this is the thing to do.
What's up. He knows what's up.
Exactly. So it's good that you guys came down. I'm excited. I do want to talk to you and touch bases on, the Get It Sexy, the sample and things like that. So originally people don't really know, but we gonna put it out there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get It Sexy it was a big song. It came and it really brought back that feel. Cause I'm like, I said that to myself. I'm like, where's this beat coming from? This beat is really like hitting, and it hit like it did.
Yeah.
So I want you to touch topics on that. How did y'all go about, saying like it's cool to use that sample? Is that kind of how, or?
Yeah. I mean, it actually, I didn't know about it. So my homegirl hit me up on Twitter and she was like, hey, I think Sexy Red sampled your song. And I'm just chilling on the couch, watching TV. I said, really? So I said, send it to me. She sent it to me. And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And it was really the first time that it made me excited about,
yes.
you know what I'm saying, that situation, that song, because it's bittersweet for me. But,
right.
I was just like, man. And so I called my publishing company. I let them know, hey, I think some, Sexy Red sample. They had already told me, oh, yeah, they hit us up already. Yeah, we doing the paperwork now. And I was like, oh, dang, okay.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow, that's dope.
Yeah, so it was the first time it had happened like that because usually, if it was through a label, they would have just went about it, dropped the song, and we'd have to take them to court and all that. But this label, Gamma, they actually put in the footwork to reach out to us and give us our rightfully owned publishing.
that's how it's supposed to go.
Yeah, they did it the right way, that's an example that I also want to move forward with. Doing business the right way. We got enough snakes.
That's
There's
right.
Enough snakes in the game,
true.
so let's do it the right way. Let's get everybody paid, and I like that. So. But after that, man, life ain't been the same. So
really,
interviews, shows, everything just started picking back up. That like what's going on with Young LA right now.
Right.
The same thing happened last year.
Yeah,
so it's a blessing though. Absolutely,
it is. It's true, and especially you dropped that song alone
16 years ago.
Ooh,
yeah,
I'm telling you, I was in the, you know what I'm saying? I was in there excited, and I feel like as a child growing up listening to y'all's music, I wasn't that much younger now. I'm 34, okay?
Yeah.
But I was in my high school era, like, this is lit, like, and then we had the swag, the D-Town boogies and all of them, and learning these different new dances and stuff. Now we got TikTok dances. We ain't gonna even get on that because TikTok is crazy. But it's like, I just feel like, to bring that back here, is really just gonna be a dope moment. It's gonna make me feel like I'm back in that era again.
Yeah, it's a nostalgic moment that you get.
Yeah,
and that's why records like the Rag Daddy, Halle Berry still get played in the club because they're playing it for a nostalgia feeling, nostalgic feeling that people get when they hear it. No different from the Lil Jon record, a Crime Mob.
That's right, true.
we got that. We have to start putting ourselves in those spaces, in those positions, because we have those records now.
Yes,
we
most
are
definitely.
those
people,
guys,
yeah,
those
exactly.
guys,
those people that, we used to look up to and look at and be like,
yeah.
man, y'all really are, and that's just a dope feeling, So I want to touch topics with you, Chris.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Are you still able to hit the rack, Daddy? I just want to know.
Yeah, I can still hit the rack, Daddy, man. Me and my bro, how long it's been? Over 15 years, man. We still getting it, still getting booked. I just had a show 2 weeks ago in my old neighborhood. All the songs was jamming, but it was like they was waiting on Rack Daddy to just.
Yes,
it's
right.
Like, it's a nostalgic feel, man. And so many songs nowadays are kind of boring.
Right.
They probably won't get sampled, so I feel good when I hear songs that sound like it. I hear the cadences when I rap, and I'm just all about having a good time, man.
Yeah.
Man, that's what we need right now.
And that's dope. Come on, what you got to say? Hop on the mic. Tell me what you got to say.
For real.
Man, I'm behind the scene, man. It's Jay Chet, the originator of the boogie, Dallas Boogie.
Yes.
Businessman extraordinaire.
Yeah, I'm behind the scene,
So you was actually the originator
I'm
of
the
this.
first person that put the boogie on the internet when it comes to YouTube.
Really? That's what's up.
Everything else was imitated.
Everything else came behind me.
Okay.
So
okay.
Soulja Boy can't say he did that first.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true story.
We got receipts. So.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and that's real. Having receipts, that's all you need. I'm going to shut it all down with the receipts.
Yeah, we got the receipts.
Because that's facts.
Yeah, we got dates, all that good stuff.
Yeah, and Soulja Boy did have his run, you know what I'm saying? He had his little, watch me, It was cool, you know what I'm saying? But I know the original,
I
Not saying that he ain't no original, but I know the original where we started.
We appreciate the love.
Most definitely.
At the end of the day, it's just everybody want to take credit.
Yes,
So
I feel it.
Sit back, and just chill. Because at the end of the day, we got multiple things going on, so we don't let that define us.
Yeah,
but
right.
It is what it is.
That's true.
So
That's
we
true.
all here.
And you firm and you know what I'm saying and knowing. So that's what it is. I feel that. I definitely feel that.
We got multiple business going on, so we don't do none of that.
That's most
Y'all
definitely.
will see tonight the original.
Okay. We might have to have a contest.
Yeah,
we
gonna
might have to
definitely
have
do
a
it.
contest.
And go
you know
look
what
up
I'm
that
saying?
video. Go look them up. Where were you at? 700,000? 800,000?
We had millions of views. We had millions of views.
Matter of fact, tell them where they need to go so we can see the original.
Go practice.
Go practice.
Yeah, if
really
you,
learn
if
how to
you
hit
forgot, you can always go to YouTube, type in the Rack Daddy, and you'll see the original video on there. With me, Fat Pimp, my boy Sean. But and then it's another one where I'm in the garage, dancing off another song, but. You'll see it in there, or you'll see tonight.
Yeah. So you can get it in real life tonight.
We're doing personal lessons tonight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
$1 million.
Well, see, the thing. YouTube did some foul business a while back. They started taking these views back, and a lot of videos we had to re-upload. Yeah, the original Rack Daddy video was had millions of views.
Yeah, that's why you don't really see a lot of videos from Halle Berry. It was a ton of them.
Yeah.
People
Because I remember. That was when YouTube first just really started getting big. Yeah. So they was taking. That's crazy.
I had little young dudes hitting me up. Man, why you take my video down? I didn't take it down.
Right. I don't run. I wish I owned YouTube.
Still Rack Daddy videos getting made to this day.
Yeah, it is true. That is true. And even TikTok, I done seen the kids, start bringing back the boogie.
Yeah, that's what makes you relevant, man. When them kids start saying telling my oldest son, man, I seen your daddy on TikTok. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? What they say? What they say?
Right.
What the hell they saying?
Let me look at the comments.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So tell the people where they need to be tonight and what's going down. Who gonna be in a building? What y'all need to do in order to get the tickets?
It's the Barcode reunion at the other side event center. Y'all need to be in the building. Your boy Fat Pimp, Superstar gonna be in the building. Bone, he gonna be doing his hit song Homegirl. Big shout out to DJ Mike.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody.
Oh yeah, Mike. Is his birthday? Ain't his birthday? Mike.
It's just reunion.
He just doing a reunion.
Just doing a reunion.
Shout out to
just doing a reunion.
DJ JB Smooth, DJ YG Oklahoma, and DJ Mike, man, in the building, man.
JB Smooth, what up?
We're gonna be out. Listen, anytime I come to Oklahoma, we're gonna cut up all night, man.
We finna cut it up, you guys. That's the Other Side Event Center. Y'all need to be there tonight. If you'd like to get your tickets, you can call 918-992-0130. That is 918-992-0130. That's the Other Side Event Center. Y'all can come out, see Soo-pa, Bone, Fat Pimp, and also Mr. D-Town Boogie.
Say, Chad, what's up, baby?
Rack Daddy.
Yeah, thanks. Hey, what's good to eat out here?
A little bit of everything.
What's that fixins? What's that
fixins?
Is that good?
Fixins. Okay. Good. We seen some pictures.
We trying to go to the spot where we get some good.
What a spot.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna definitely tell y'all a few once we get up off here.
Okay,
so,
cool. Say that.
Yeah, y'all might have to go. Y'all, they actually owe me some food. No, I'm playing.
All right, cool. We on the way right now.
Well, yes, you guys, thank y'all so much for coming through the midday vibe with your girl Tiqua, and I appreciate y'all. Hopefully, we can see y'all again for Barcode Reunion 2.
Man,
you feel me?
We bringing some more people.
Yeah, and bring exactly.
Paper chasers.
Bring a party bus of people.
Yeah.
I mean, so
bring
we
a
can
bus
turn it up.
load
That'd be a good idea to bring everybody.
A party bus. Come on now.
Yeah.
We need to do that. We can do from Tulsa. Okay.
We gonna say nothing else.
Okay, we gonna say nothing. Okay, we're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep that. But y'all listen, be there tonight. The Barcode Reunion will be taking place tonight at the Other Side Event Center. That's 6904 South Lewis Avenue. That's 6904 South Lewis Avenue. If you need tickets, tables, or anything, call 918-992-0130. That is 918-992-0130. Y'all come turn it up. Tell them where they need to be one more time.
Barcode Reunion. We need y'all in the building at the event center. Hey, don't let somebody tell you tomorrow like you should have been there, man. The Other Side Event Center, be in the building. We cutting up. Y'all, once y'all get out, we getting ratchet. We getting ratchet tonight, man.
Hey, it's turn up season.
Bad decisions gonna be happening tonight, man. Leave your man at home, fellas. Leave your lady at home. Come on.
All right, y'all heard them from y'all for yourselves. Y'all already know it's your girl Tiqua, and of course, y'all in the midday vibe. We'll be right back after this.